Welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast with Kim Johnson, your creative strategist and master mindset coach. Filled with inspiration, distinctions, perspectives, and possibilities, we help you to cultivate a mindset that leads you to create the best version of yourself you could ever imagine. Join Kim every morning from one of her favorite happy places, her chicken coop, along with all her chickens.
Hey everybody, good morning from the chicken coop. Today we are talking about musts versus shoulds. So I have noticed a pattern in myself where I will say, oh, I should do this. And believe me, I've called this out to my coach because it drives me crazy. And I'm not typically that person. I get a lot done. But I do know that there are times in my life when I start shoulding all over myself, as we say. And I have noticed that it has been showing up with certain things that I don't like to get done, like paperwork. Paperwork is the bane of my existence. I can't stand doing paperwork, office work, that doesn't have to do with any of my clients, but just has to do with all like tax stuff, anything that has to do with stuff that you don't like to deal with. I hate doing it. So I wait till the last minute. I put it off because it's just in my world, it's a should, but it's not a must. So I started thinking about this as I was getting ready to record a session this morning, and I said, I should talk about this just so I can give myself a good reminder, as well as maybe help somebody else out there who's doing it. So often we do this to ourselves, where we talk about things that are important, necessary, urgent, however you want to look at it, but we assign them these things of saying, oh, well, I should do this. Like, I must brush my teeth before I go to bed. I should get up early and work out. Because really, nobody's going to know, right? At some point, it's going to show up eventually in the long run, but it's so far out that we don't worry about it because it's so far out, The damages of not working out aren't going to affect you immediately, as they all say. It will take a little bit of time for it to show up, typically. And because of that, we put it off because we don't have, quote unquote, the urgency for it. And it is not a must, it is a should. So for me, I know there's time in the year to process and do this type of paperwork that I don't like to do. So it doesn't become a must, it becomes a should. And when I was thinking about this today, I started saying to myself, okay, I have to really focus myself and get myself to recognize that I need to make this an absolute, without question, must. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do this at the same time, because anything is digestible when we do it in small chunks, and things become a big deal when we make them a big deal by putting them off and not doing them when we are supposed to do them in a timely manner. And it could be anything. I mean, think about it. If you didn't have the must of brushing your teeth, oh my gosh, can you imagine how gross your mouth would be by the time, you didn't do it for a week or so? You'd be like, this is ridiculous. I feel absolutely disgusting. Most of us would feel disgusting after missing one of the times we do it during the day. So you have to start looking at the consequences of allowing something to be a should instead of a must, and then put together in your mind what are those things that are a must that you're already doing. Like, I must brush my teeth, I must go to sleep, I must eat food. Fundamental things, yes, but we make it a must and we have to do it. Just earlier today, we were out. I had only a protein shake in the morning. I had gone hours without anything else other than the protein shake, and I started to get really antsy, hangry, if you will. And right away I said, I need to pull over and go to the gas station and get some nuts or something, because this isn't going to be pretty. And I knew it. I felt it coming. And because there was an urgency with it, it went from I should get something to eat to I must get something to eat. So it switches very quickly. And we can start to follow this along in our life and see where else this shows up, so we can kind of bridge the gap and teach ourselves how to do this in all areas. So one of my plans is to make it a must that every month when I do my wrap up of a month and I say, okay, because I like to debrief things in detail and say, okay, what worked well this month? What could have been better? What can I add in? How can I be more efficient? I'll look at months. I add up all the things that I do. Crazy about that. Love to give myself stickers for great jobs, but I've never included this particular one in it. So now I'm going to make it a must that every month I'm going to download all of the information in so that I have everything right away. I'm not going to wait and have to do a year's worth at a whole time. Instead, I'm just going to do it month by month. And that will cut down the time, and it will be painless and effortless when I have to just put this all together. Actually get software that does this. What a concept. So I'm telling you this and I'm sharing this with you, one, because I want you to know, again, we all do these things, and this is my Achilles heel, if you will. And two, I want you to see 99.9% of the time, it's all these little tiny things that we can do quickly that will change things. It's not that it's big, giant shoves that we need to do and give ourselves. It's just the small little things. So take that into consideration. Work on that. Ask yourself, what am I saying is a should when it could be a must or should be a must? There you go. Get that one. What are the things I want to turn into a must instead of a should? And really start just the whole process by just observing. What are you allowing yourself to say, I should, again, shoulding all over yourself, and then turn those into musts. And then let's see where you go from there. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.